I was trying to get your booty in the screen. Stand there with your booty in the screen. Uh, I was trying to. Right, so look, we're at Cottonwood Park. Good boy. In the parking lot, and I often look how wacky he is, right? So I often say that you should do heel drills. You know, at a certain point, you kind of stop doing the stuff because your walk gets pretty good. So I often say you should do it anyways, right? Like, boom, correction there, right? And then boom, good boy. Uh, but you should do it because it's a good working together, right? Even if your walk's good, it's good to do this stuff every once in a while, right? Good. Um, Now we still do a lot of our structured play stuff, the fun stuff. This is kind of boring work, right? And a lot of times the boring work goes away, and some of it is fine to go away, right? So like I've noticed trying to do the walk the other way thing. If you're like on a long line or doing least pressure work, once you get to a certain point, doing least pressure work is kind of you don't need it because they walk pretty good, right? Good boy. Um, so that was, I had the hot dog on the leash. So leash pressure work is this. Now, depending on how you let your walks go, if you let your walks go and get shitty, then you need to step back and reestablish it, right? So leash pressure work is this. You go and then you stop. Good. So say he was going to keep walking. Um, this pretty much gets into like when I do free walks. Is about the only time I do it after we get to a certain point on leash work. Is is they'll get to the end of the leash and you just stop and wait for them to release the pressure, right? So there wasn't no pressure there, but say you're walking and you would stop and the dog keeps going like that. He hits the pressure, you come back, boom. Now sometimes the dog will keep going that way and you gotta wait it out. And usually I'll wait about 3 or 4 seconds. And if they stay sitting on the pressure, I'll do like the kiss noise or some kind of noise to get them to come back. But when I do that exercise, I don't move. Like you'll see a lot of times when I'm doing this and I hit the least pressure, I keep moving because I want that information for them. When I'm initially doing least pressure work, I want them to fully do it because I want them to turn it off. Now I'll do like the kiss noises or whatever, so they'll at least turn, but I won't back up. I don't know why. Maybe I need to start doing that initially too. That's something I do that with recall work, but I don't really do it with the least pressure work. Good boy. Ready, sit. Good. Sit. Nope, sit. Right. So this is bullshitting. Good. Okay. Would you think you get a hot dog for that? You made me work for it. So, anyways, you should randomly do this. Now, I've always hated the whole do what I say, not what I do thing, but I haven't done leash hill drills with them in a long time. Ready, down? Or if I have, uh, not not much, right? Feel? I mean, look, spend 5 minutes, get them. Especially if you go somewhere else, right? You go to a new environment. He's been here a bunch of times, so this isn't new for him. But we usually just walk, right? We don't usually do this kind of work here. Ready, sit? Good. Usually I don't like to walk off too far when he's not on a long line. Good. Break. Um, because they're fast, dude, and If he sees so he's gonna try to go for that bug. So what was I saying? Outside turns, figure eights, sharp turns, 360s. This is an inside turn or 360, wherever the dog is. Oh, sorry. I confused them there. I noticed I was doing that yesterday in group work. Like when I was turning, I was putting my hand, and that's usually to help them to sit, right? So I just start moving my hand so it doesn't look the same. Look at him. Good. I don't do enough food work with them anyways. Oh, see right there. Now at the beginning, I wouldn't have moved. Right at the beginning of leash work, I don't know. Again, maybe I need to start doing that. Well, actually, I used to do that. That's a new exercise I picked up after a couple years. When I first started, it was all about turning. Right. So here we got a dog over here. Good boy. Good. So I'm going to keep going. I don't know where that dog is. I'm just watching him. Right. So he's getting excited. We're going to cut off his vision and turn around this way. I don't know if you can see, but once we got to a certain point, he flipped his head around, right? So we're going to go this way. We're going to do this. You break their vision and they settle down, right? Good. Poke on the shoulder. Hot dogs. Hot dogs. Yeah, good boy. And it's a black dog. That's kind of his nemesis. So there's this new thing that people have been doing. They do like this and throw the food on the ground, right? It's supposed to get them to look at the ground. I'm more partial to this one, disengaging and following me. I'm more partial to that than the whole food on the ground thing. Maybe because that's what I was shown first. Good boy. And I've done that food on the ground thing, and I've found that most of the time you have to sit there and show them because they're so excited about what's going on. And the big thing is breaking their vision, right? You break their vision, so you turn this way, right? Yay, good boy. It's the dog's long gone. That's my go-to. And then if I can't get him to come, I'll do this. Yeah, good boy. See, we've done a bunch of those. As soon as I touch his butt, he flips around, right? So I'm big on the when they get in front, right? I would rather butt pinch and back up with the least pressure than just correct and back up. Although sometimes I do that too. It depends on how the reaction is. If the reaction is lower, then I'm gonna go lower, right? If he's and like kind of lunging, then it's gonna be I'm gonna correct that shit out. And don't believe the lies that if you correct a dog for barking and lunging at somebody, something that it's gonna get worse. There's a lot of ridiculous crap. But you can believe what you want to believe. Get out of there. Hey, we're fixing to go play. Don't worry. We're fixing to go.